Electric vehicles come with a clear promise. They eliminate tailpipe emissions to help the environment and save their owners money at the gas pump. But the economy is a tightly interconnected web. When we shift a variable as massive as global fuel consumption, we alter the financial architecture that has supported our transportation system for decades. Widespread adoption of electric cars is triggering a reaction that few predicted: a future where gasoline gets cheaper for those still using it, traffic congestion increases, and the funds we use to maintain our roads begin to disappear. Moving away from the internal combustion engine has introduced three specific challenges to the economics of the road. These changes are being driven by aggressive policy shifts. 17 states now have mandates requiring every new car and truck sold to be zero emissions by the year 2035. A study published in the journal Energy Policy found that as this transition curbs the global demand for oil, the price of gasoline is projected to drop by about 4%. This creates a highly ironic market outcome. By opting out of the fossil fuel market, EV drivers are inadvertently making it cheaper for everyone else to keep driving gas-powered cars. The first hidden consequence of this green transition is an accidental price break for the very fuels the policy intends to replace. For a century, the U.S. has used a user-pays model for roadwork. We collect a motor fuel tax at the pump, ensuring that those who drive the most pay the most for road maintenance. This chart shows the result today. In these 5 states, fuel tax revenue is flat or falling. As EVs stop using gas, money collected per mile shrinks, creating a multi-billion-dollar gap. Revenue no longer covers the capital outlays required to fix our roads. Looking at the national level, the Federal Highway Trust Fund is facing a projected shortfall of more than $180 billion by the year 2033. Our primary method for funding public infrastructure is now structurally mismatched with the technology of the vehicles using it. This phenomenon is an example of Jevons Paradox, named after the 19th century economist William Stanley Jevons. He observed that as we make the use of a resource more efficient, we often end up using more of it, not less. When applied to EVs, the paradox works through cost incentives. Because electric cars are expensive to buy but very cheap to charge, owners are economically encouraged to drive more frequently to break even. This shift leads people to drive for short local trips that they previously might have completed by walking or cycling. That extra driving takes a physical toll. Because of their heavy battery packs, EVs weigh significantly more than gas cars, which can lead to a 20 to 40% increase in road wear. We are seeing heavier vehicles driving more often and causing more physical damage, while contributing nothing to the fund supposed to fix that damage. Norway provides a look at where this leads. Tax incentives there pushed electric vehicle sales to 86% of the market, but the shift resulted in a $2.32 billion gap in the country's tax revenue. To manage the deficit, Norway is now ending perks like free parking and toll exemptions, while introducing a new tax based on how much a vehicle weighs. U.S. states are testing their own solutions, as seen in this table. 31 states now charge an additional registration fee for electric vehicles, and Iowa has implemented a tax on electricity used at public charging stations. A more direct approach is the Road User Charge, or RUC. This system uses GPS to charge drivers precisely for the distance traveled, but it faces heavy opposition. Many drivers are uncomfortable with the government tracking their location data. Replacing the gas engine is only the first step.